So a lot of what we look for with technology is democratizing access, right? So I think Duolingo is democratizing access to learning and education, or learning a language, right? It's a free way to learn a language in a lot of ways. So we that's often a core part of any investment thesis that we make. So we just made an investment in a company called SoloLearn, very similar to Duolingo in that it's democratizing access to learning to code. If you think of coding as kind of a fundamental skill set for the next generation of learners, much like math reading, SoloLearn will provide that. We one thing we haven't really talked about is how we invest at Drive, and we lean heavily on this process of building out market maps. So market maps that around climate and clean technologies is an important part of something we've looked for historically in the past. We are investors in a company called Path Robotics, which is a fully autonomous welding robot. So as you think about kind of all the manufacturing that needs to happen with high skilled welders and the shortage of skilled welders, Path is solving for that. So certainly, I think the reason many of us got into this job is not because it's money in your eyeballs and that's all you're thinking about. I think there's this true desire to use technology to better people's lives in some meaningful way, and it might not be the most obvious way. It might not be, as to your point, like curing cancer, but to be honest, we also made an investment in a company called Forge, which is a company that my partner Molly had the thesis for and has essentially built from the ground up. And it's a gene therapy manufacturing company, and it's highly personal to Molly why she wanted to make that investment. And that is going to change lives, right? So that's an area that we're super excited to continue to make investments in. So we'll look at gene therapies and we'll look at dating apps.